Hello, Aries risings, and welcome to your April 2025 Taroscope. Now, this is something completely different, but I am excited to just try this out. I have the planets here set up, and the first thing I want to talk about here in your Taroscope for April is that we just finished up on March 29th, the last eclipse in Aries, and I am using this little crystal ball to represent the eclipse energy. And that was here, in your first house. So in the first house, that's about the self. So you're probably feeling some major shifts in identity and your direction, or it could be how others see you. So this is all about fresh starts, new beginnings, but things might take a little time to adjust to, so just be patient. But I did also pull a tarot card for this first house energy for us, and what I've got here is the Queen of Pentacles upright. So this eclipse is setting you up for long-term stability as well as self-sufficiency. So with this energy, you are stepping into a more grounded and confident version of yourself. It's more about focusing on first house of like personal growth, financial security as well, and just an overall well-being. So whether that's a career move that's in play or just something about your self-image or a lifestyle change, the work that we're putting in now is going to pay off. And I'm sorry I say we. It's because I'm an Aries rising too, so I tend to say we, but you're building something solid for the future. So make sure that you're just trusting the process, because the Queen of Pentacles is there to support you along the next 6 months. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is on April 7th, the planet Mercury will be going direct in the sign of Pisces. And I have it here as this little small quartz crystal there. And this is about 12th house topics, so it could be like clearing up confusion around things that have to do with dream, intuition, or any type of hidden emotions that you felt like you couldn't verbally express. I know for me it was more about thinking so much that I felt like I couldn't sleep. It would give me insomnia because I had so many racing thoughts. So if things felt a little bit foggy or uncertain, there is some clarity coming in with Mercury going direct in Pisces. So for the tarot card with Mercury going direct, I pulled the Three of Swords, and hopefully that autofocus is there. And this is about emotional healing. Because it is reverse, you could be dealing with some type of heartache, or since it is 12th house, there is something about self-doubt here or subconscious fears that have to do with it. But moving forward, I feel like it's the releasing of it. So this is where a moment where you start to process something and release it. So any type of tough situation you might have been going through, although it might not fully go away, but with this energy, I feel like you're going to begin to understand it more, and it's going to make it easier for you to move forward with some clear understanding with Mercury going direct. And the next transit I wanted to talk about is the planet Venus going direct in the sign of Pisces. A lot of energy here in our 12th house. And with this energy, with Venus going direct in the 12th house, Venus here kind of like soften things, makes it a little bit more, she is exalted in the sign of Pisces. So this could bring some emotional healing, especially with her going direct, receiving support from loved ones, or even some type of creative expression here with this 12th house energy. So if you've been feeling some type of artist block, and it might be able to loosen up here when Venus goes direct. And also if you've been dealing with any type of self-sabotaging behaviors, again, 12th house topics of self-sabotage or uncertainty, Venus is going to help you reconnect to the things that truly nourish you. So take time to do some type of self-care activity here, especially once Venus goes direct. However, before the healing can fully set in, I do want to let you know that we did pull the Devil card here for the Venus direct. And this is mainly about facing some type of lingering attachments or any type of unhealthy cycles that you might have been partaking in, whether it's through relationships, habits, or any type of thought patterns. Venus is going to be shining a light here, and she could really reveal where you've been holding yourself back, either in a relationship or just self-sabotaging yourself. So the key here is awareness. Don't let old fears or any type of old temptations keep you away from the growth that you are stepping into, because we are going to have a lot of energy coming into Aries in the next month, which you guys, I'm very excited about. doing that video. So another thing I want to mention real quick is that once Venus goes direct, she will make a conjunction to the planet Saturn, which I have represented here, this little ball, all still, yes, in your 12th house in the sign of Pisces. So that conjunction is kind of like solidifying something. So anything that had felt uncertain to you now has some type of structure. So as long as you've been doing the inner work, this could be a moment where you finally break free from any limiting beliefs or behaviors that might have to do with relationships. But either way, you're stepping into something more stable and more fulfilling. So the overall energy for the next 6 months with the Queen of Pentacles that we put here, she represents the self-sufficiency as well as stability. So that is coming in for you for the next 6 months after that eclipse energy there that we had in March. And you will need to be healing some type of emotional wounds, but it will help you gain clarity here with the Three of Swords reverse. And then with the next card that you got here with the Venus moving direct was the Devil card. And here is about breaking free from any limiting patterns, whether that's through relationships or just your own self-sabotaging behaviors with that 12th house. So the eclipse energy that we just finished off is redefining you. It's who you are and how you show up and what you're building for yourself with my little crystal ball here in Aries. And that is the last one. And we're just wanting to make sure that we are staying grounded, trusting your growth, and make sure that you're not afraid to let go of anything that's been holding you back. Please let me know if you guys have enjoyed this reading and if you like this kind of setup here with the planets and the tarot, the Taroscope, and let me know how the month of April turns out for you. I'll see you guys next month, Aries.